Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Strike Freedom Gundam. So as for the Strike Freedom, this is going to be another all-rounder situation, but as for the all-rounder, they have gotten a substantial buff during the version 1.3. So I am recording this up to the version 1.3, so this unit now, alongside with any of the all-rounder, is so busted now. But let's take a look at the base stat for the Strike Freedom. So I did actually bump it up to level 90 already, so I'm not going to be bothering looking at it base 1 anymore. As for base level 90, we're putting in any equipment. We are talking about 2,980 for the HP boost all the way up to 235, melee 661, and range 531. So with all of these all-rounders, they do tend to have melee a little bit, just a tad more than in range. I have no idea why, but these are going to be some of the base parameter. As for the cut rate, so as for the physical, it's obviously really strong. Just any of the C Destiny unit, like we take a look at, Destiny, Strike Freedom, Infinite Justice. I have not unlocked Infinite Justice yet, but even Legends, they all have some pretty insane physical resistance, or excuse me, physical cut rate. So that's pretty good. As for the actual armament, that is the funky part. Like, look at that. So pretty much from your sub 1, sub 2, they're all ranged. I'm just like, okay, I'll give that. As for the going back to the main melee, we have just the regular beam saber. This one's gonna be it's actually gonna be dual wielding it, so you are able to get double the hits. So that's good for trying to get that SPA going down. Always gonna be nice to trying to rack up those combo numbers. So going over to the main ranged attack, we have the high energy beam rifle. Going to be 8 magazine and 13 seconds for the reload, so that's actually quite fast. Going over to the sub weapon 1, we have the rail cannon. This one's going to be 3 magazine and 24 seconds for the reload, so that's I have tested it out, and it does come back fairly fast. As far as doing your combos, it will come back in time for you to kind of chain it in, continue to string, whatever. Going over to the sub weapon 2, we have the Super Dragoons. So this one is only 1 magazine, but the most ideal thing is trying to get this one up to 2. I think this one, for sustainability, having 2 is always going to be better than having 1, right? But yeah, this one's the Super Dragoon is actually quite fun as well. Just being able to chain it into any attacks with these. But as far as my own testing, I don't know, is it my own personal problem? I would be dropping those combo here and there. I don't know, maybe my slow reaction or my computer is not really keeping up. Who knows? Probably my own personal problem, if anything. But going over to the special attack, we have the high mat full burst mode. So this one is actually going to be a little bit of a combo, but this one is fully ranged it. Yeah, it's not bad. This one is going to be unleash a barrage using all equipped long range weaponry. So there you go. That is going to be the the overall kit of the Strike Freedom. So let's talk about how you can get this guy here. So heading over to the main game, or the main mission here. So we are going to be taking a look at the Directory 5B first. So in terms of getting this one, you do have to play the True Story Stella. So if you do go over to the True Story, you guys can see that the Blueprint 1 is going to be available after beating Stella or beating the Strike Gundam. As for the Blueprint 2, we are going to go to Directory 6C. So this one is going to fall under the break mission. So as far as the break mission, it's going to be one of them. So after you defeated Destiny Gundam, that is going to be another blueprint you are able to attain. So that is going to be 2 of the Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 2 to unlock the Strike Freedom Gundam. So as for the equipment, I went for the following. So pretty much everything is gonna be boosting our range. You guys can see that slot 1, slot 1, slot 1, and slot 3. They are going to be further boosting what kind of shot attack I'm getting. So as far as this one over here, I probably gained more than 1,000 in terms of the base range attack, so that's actually going to be pretty good. Something that I also use for as far as building block for this unit, I pretty much went for limit use up, so 42%, 35%, and then another 42%. The reason being, as for the combo for the Strike Freedom, it is really heavily relies on just being able to have your sub 1 sub 2 active at all times. So that's why in terms of the sub 1 we went up to 6, and then sub 2 we went up to 2 ammos for there. As far as the other ones goes, this one did happen to have it to the physical. It's not something I really wanted per se, just because of the fact that right now the all-rounders, you're just able to deplete your enemy balance bar just a lot more quicker, so I don't necessarily need that. But I mean, like, who can resist this kind of combo right there, so why not? Other than that, I think that should be pretty much it as for the equipment part selection here. For the skill set, I went for the following 3: roll action star, sniper, and rearing to go. So pretty much bread and butter, roll action star and then rearing to go are just going to be very important, just because rearing to go. Actually, this startup you beat about 50% already, and this one Freedom is going to be reducing the consumption, so they are going to be the perfect combo. And this one, honestly, after you use the roll action, you do get an increase in terms of range attack, so that's why they are probably a good combo altogether. Something you can kind of sub in is probably going to be Lucky Shot, just because all-rounder does not get their, after you pop that roll action, you do not get a replenishment to all your sub-weaponry. I feel like this one could make that a good option. So that's that. If you talk about any longer content, definitely do go for the medics if you feel like you'll be dying, because once you do activate your roll action, you do gain 1 more repair kit. So those are going to be some good options that I would be using for my Strike Freedom here. Alright, so Strike Freedom combo is going to be as follows. So going to go in for a 5 normal melee attack hit, and then followed by a hold down on C, and then followed by another 5 normal attacks, and then go in for a regular C press, and then after that you want to do a long press for your normal attacks, and then go right in for your sub 1 and then sub 2. And then after that you can kind of repeat the same thing. We're going for another C, and then go in for another hold normal, and then you can just kind of continue the combo. This one is going to work really good if you do have Lucky Shot in combination, so you do have seemingly infinite ammo for sub 1 and sub 2. Alright, so as for my final verdict for Strike Freedom Gundam, I think overall this unit is definitely really positive, just because of the fact that this one, as for the normal melee attacks, it is up to 10 hits, well 5 hits, but as for the damage marker, it does go up to 10 because dual saber. So this one overall is pretty good, even though this one is completely, I want to say, ranged base, but it's just the combo possibility for this one is just immense. So that's gonna be good. Using that Lucky Shot does, like I said again, seemingly increase whatever combo you gotta be doing. So that's gonna be good. I think my only complaints about this one, you do have to be really good about timing the combo for this one. Just because I feel like as far as going in, like after you do pressing in the heavy and then going in for that whole normal and then going in for the sub 1 sub 2, that one in my honest opinion does kind of drop. So you gotta be really precise with the timing for this overall unit. If you are able to get the timing right for this unit, you can do really long combo strings, which I think this unit does excel, because just those dragoons, those twice just twice as much hit on the normal melee attack is just really good. So everything about the Strike Freedom is definitely really positive. So do let me know how you guys feel about the Strike Freedom. Was it easy for you guys to use, or do you guys find that in terms of the combo it is a little bit hard to just kind of get through? I totally understand it, because the combo, like even throughout the video, I'm not really doing like the whole combo shenanigans. I'm just pretty much using substituting from the normal range, sub 1 sub 2, and then kind of just kind of like interchanging it just to make the combo longer and just to kind of stagnate my opponent. But overall, it's pretty good, so I'm definitely really positive about that. So up next, I will be covering about the Infinite Justice. So I don't even know what kind of melee unit that one turns out to be, but we'll find out on the next episode then.